Welcome.
Welcome to the Everything Podcast, and in this episode I am going to be recapping the 9th Doctor Adventures Star-Crossed Face of the Apocalypse, which was originally released in May 2024, and I'm recording this episode a year and a bit later on the 5th of June 2025. But before I get into my recap, I'm going to talk about the channel and updates which you will have noticed to the channel, but it is a bit timey-wimey. So yesterday, from when I'm recording this, I had a 3-hour long conversation with Matt, who animates and edits all of the episodes and makes it become what it is instead of it just being audio, and suggested that there'll be double the amount of episodes. So as of time of recording at the moment, there's only 7 episodes, but by the time you're seeing this, for about 4 or 5 weeks, you will have noticed there will have been 2 episodes a day. So just to explain how that's going to work, is that the first episode of the day is the episode that I've written and recorded, and then the second episode is the episode that Matt has written and recorded. And then there will be shorts with setting up some social media stuff as well. Just to let you know about that. But again, you probably will have seen it, and obviously you will have noticed it. But because obviously I had that conversation and decided on that after the last episode, after I recorded the last episode rather, and that's why it's a bit confusing. But yeah, from now on, pretty much, from the episode, whenever this comes out in sometime in July, that it will be, my episodes should be both. It's just because of how far in advance I've recorded, that's why kind of Matt's doing the second half, because otherwise you kind of get confused and stuff. But, yeah, that's why. So, without further ado, here is my recap of the 9th Doctor Adventures Star-Crossed Face of the Apocalypse. The Doctor's TARDIS is playing up. The Doctor investigates an algorithm. The Doctor is a customer in a bank. The Doctor believes he has been scammed. The Doctor attempts to understand what the golden ratio has to do with a bank. The Doctor sees River's face when the ratio reveals its true form. We then have the theme tune. The Doctor is welcomed into Loquito Bank. River enters a bank where she's trespassing. The bank believes River is a criminal. River learns that the bank is 100% automated. River learns that her face is everywhere. Something doesn't know who they are. The Doctor is looking for someone. The Doctor answers a phone call not meant for him. Loquito Bank seems to be misbehaving. The Doctor and River reunite. The Doctor believes River is robbing a bank. River corrects the Doctor. The Doctor informs River that her face is now everywhere. River mentions previously being arrested. The Doctor learns that River didn't start what is going on with her. The Doctor asks River to enter his TARDIS. The Doctor mentions being sent River's face. The Doctor reveals how the golden ratio works. The Doctor believes the TARDIS doesn't get viruses. The Doctor and River arrive at the Louvre. River mentions the Mona Lisa. The Doctor reveals River has replaced the Mona Lisa. River mentions the computer knowing her voice. River calls the Doctor a nerd. River mentions Storm Cage Prison. The Doctor and River work out that River's face only seems to be available at places River has previously visited. The Doctor asks River to speak to a machine. The Doctor traps Abel. Abel mentions the TARDIS. The Doctor challenges Abel to understand what the TARDIS is. The Doctor and River work out that everyone is being arrested. The Doctor believes explosives are not needed. The Doctor mentions Anne Boleyn and Genghis Khan. The Doctor believes he is seeing the Spore. The Doctor mentions Adam and Eve. River recalls the legend of the Spore. The Doctor works out that the bank is making arrests in the order that they lived. The Doctor introduces himself and River to the Spore. River and the Doctor learn... No, let me say that again. River and the Doctor agree on getting the Spore to its proper time as quickly as possible. River asks the Doctor about Spore's age. The TARDIS lands on Kisper multiple times. River apologises. River believes something is wrong with the TARDIS. The Doctor and River work out that they are travelling to several timelines. River blames herself for this. River gets annoyed at Abel. The Spore calls the Doctor Dr. Sweetie. Abel asks River to not leave them. River is annoyed at Abel. Abel makes up a rhyme about River. The Spore doesn't believe they are a legend. River compares the Spore's companion to an ancient dormouse. The Spore introduces the Doctor and River to Keytree. Keytree insults the Spore, River and the Doctor. The Spore mentions snowboarding and fireworks. The Doctor believes he and River need to reset time. The Doctor has issues with how Spore and Keytree's actual relationship is. The Doctor mentions Napoleon. The Doctor translates why the TARDIS is struggling. River reveals her and the Doctor eventually getting married counselling. Spore offers to get some food for the Doctor. The Doctor declines. Spore reveals how he met Keytree. Keytree and Spore insult each other. River yells at Spore and Keytree. The Doctor mentions the Chronicle of Kisper. The Doctor recalls the story of Spore and Keytree's relationship. River chooses to speak to Abel to attempt to get some answers. River gives the Doctor some advice. River questions Abel. River learns that the Doctor rejected her. Abel reveals that they stayed within River's vortex manipulator. Abel corrects River. Abel compares Spore and Keytree's relationship to its relationship with River. Keytree and Spore once again disagree. The Doctor reveals more about the Chronicle of Kisper. River attempts to save Abel. Keytree is worried about the Doctor's strength. The Doctor recalls some of his memories regarding the Chronicle of Kisper. Keytree compliments Spore's drawing ability. The Doctor mentions the cloister belt. Spore blames himself for something that happens. The Doctor asks Spore about River. River believes Abel has made some bad choices. The Doctor and River reunite. The Doctor reminds River that everywhere going wrong, are only the places River has visited or will visit. River mentions some of the events from the previous episode of the Ninth Doctor Adventures Starcrossed. River is hurt that Abel lied to her. River reveals a difference between Abel and Spore. River reveals more information about the Chronicle of Kisper. River believes that the Doctor will destroy Abel. River mentions the Doctor not letting her stay in the TARDIS as well as trust. Abel agrees to River's plan. River mentions the Doctor not wanting to do goodbyes. Abel mentions the Doctor. Keytree asks River about the Doctor's well-being. River asks Spore to destroy her vortex manipulator. River confesses to lying to Abel. River believes Keytree's face is extremely important, especially as Spore draws it regularly. Spore compliments Keytree. River mentions the TARDIS as well as her diary. Abel believes River will be stranded if Spore destroys her vortex manipulator. Spore destroys River's vortex manipulator. Abel tricks the Doctor and River. Abel compares the Doctor and River to Spore and Keytree. Abel believes it understands how the TARDIS operates. The Doctor mentions River's belief that she can pilot the TARDIS better than him. Abel believes the Doctor should have said goodbye to River. River calls out for the Doctor. River believes something isn't right. River works out that Abel is in control of the TARDIS. Abel considers the Doctor its companion. The Doctor reveals what the TARDIS does when it feels the Doctor is no longer in control. The Doctor compares Abel to a virus. The Doctor mentions having previous regenerations as well as him and River never being too far away from each other. The Doctor reveals a very complex math sum. Abel stops working. The Doctor is now in control of his TARDIS. River reveals the Chronicle of Kisper now no longer exists. The Doctor returns to pick up River. The Doctor warns River, Spore and Keytree of a crashing spaceship. Keytree insults Spore. The Doctor, River and Keytree convince Spore to tell stories of the legend of him and Keytree. Keytree wants Spore to stay with her. Spore and Keytree discuss the size of the TARDIS, and that is my recap of the Ninth Doctor Adventures Starcrossed Face of the Apocalypse. The Ninth Doctor will return in the Ninth Doctor Adventures Snare, which releases in August 2025, so not too long actually from when this episode comes out, probably about only a couple of weeks. As of time of recording, there is no trailer. By the time you're seeing this, there might be, but obviously I can't kind of say that. And River Song will return in my recap of The Death and Life of River Song, Ace and Tegan. The End is the Beginning is the End, which released in March 2025. So here's the trailer for The Death and Life of River Song, Ace and Tegan.
What planet are you from?
Well, I'm from planet Earth, of course. What planet are you from?
From Big Finish Productions, The Worlds of Doctor Who, The Death and Life of River Song, Ace and Tegan.
I'm Professor Dorothy McShane.
Dame River Song, at your service. I've been getting these piercing headaches, like daggers in my skull.
I've had the same, lasting longer every time.
Chronon Fallout.
I get the feeling we're not supposed to be here. Like, time is trying to fix it by slowly wiping us away.
Jettisoning unknown object from cargo hold.
Oh, that's the TARDIS! You've got rid of the Doctor!
We need to know what we're dealing with.
We've met before.
I've met you before.
The universe is full of strange and dangerous things.
There's a life form in... It seems to be in the circuits and cabling.
You can't leave these people to die, Ace.
Oh, tell me about it. So, who is Ganley?
Long story.
Dozens of people died, and 2 days later they get up and they're fine.
Who are you?
Doesn't matter. All you need to know is I've come back along your timeline, and now I'm going to kill you.
Time travel in the wrong hands is more than just deadly. It can erase entire civilizations from existence.
Only somebody totally evil would want to stop me.
Big Finish, for the love of stories.
And?
Spoilers.
That's really annoying. You can't just say spoilers when you get to the interesting bit.
That was the trailer for The Death and Life of River Song, Ace and Tegan. I showed you that because the next time you'll hear me talking about River, I think, is in my recap of The Death and Life of River Song, Ace and Tegan. The End is the Beginning is the End. But on to this is the first time I've ever said this in the next episode, which releases this afternoon UK time. Yeah, just gonna stick it with that. If I go off the UK time, because I know that I don't know, because obviously it'll work the other way around. So this episode might, like I think in Australia, this episode will be coming out like in the afternoon, and the second episode will be coming out like in the middle of the night, for example. But in the UK, the first episode will release at 10 AM GMT like it always has done, and then this episode releases later on in the day. This afternoon I will be recapping Abbott Elementary Zoo Balloon, which is the season 1 finale of Abbott Elementary. So here is the trailer for Abbott Elementary season 1. For Abbott Elementary season 1, because not in tomorrow's episode. It's going to take me a while to get used to saying this. In the episode later on today, I will be recapping the Abbott Elementary season 1 finale titled Zoo Balloon. But back to this episode, let me know what you thought of the Ninth Doctor Adventures Star-Crossed Face of the Apocalypse if you listened to it. My recap, if you didn't, give me your thoughts on both of those in the comments below. As well as anything else you want to cover on the channel, such as any previews or recaps, put those in the comments below as well. Remember, you can also like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you later on today for my recap of Abbott Elementary Zoo Balloon. Goodbye.